go. From a mess to the masses. A list of mania. Think less but see it grow. I like a ride, oh. Not easily offended. No one to let it go. From a mess to the masses. Follow misguided, stand still. Discuss, discouraged. On this precious weekend and in this love for gentlemen only. Wealthiest gentlemen only. But now that you're lonely, too late, juggle it, let's go slowly discouraged. We'll burn the pictures instead. When it's all over, we can barely discuss for 1 minute only. Not with a fortune and only. Thought it could have been something else. These days it comes and goes. A list of mania. Think less but see it grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended. Know how to let it go. From a mess to the masses. A list of mania. Think less but see it grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended. Know how to let it go. From a mess to the masses.
have it loaded here. That's the one that's up there. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Hive is live. Bring your vision. This is how we build 1,000,000 cups.
Let's go! Good morning, good morning. Yeah.
1,000,000 cups.
Lovely to see all the lovely faces out there. How y'all doing today? I see you over there. That's right, that's right. Well, welcome. Welcome to 1,000,000 Cups. I am standing up here in the stead of Dr. Kim Fries, who is healing well. And yeah, had her surgery last Thursday and is doing very well and is in the healing process. And she will be back with us soon, she assures me. So, but she did want to send her love. She is watching from home right now. So give her a big shout out. Woo! Awesome. So today we get to some incredible friends of mine that I've known for quite some time, one of which I've known for most of my life. And the other one I only met, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years ago, but has become a very dear friend and also inspires the hell out of me because she is just one of the most dynamic entrepreneurs I've met in a long time and is really a go-getter. So I'm excited for you all to get to hear from these incredible ladies that are going to share their vision and what they've built and what they're sharing and what they're going to continue building. So without further ado, I would love to bring up my dear friend, Jen Michael. Here, you can set your coffee here. And this is for you. Oh, I lost. Let me pull. There are mics here, so switch on the bottom.
Good morning. Thank you for being here. I'm going to take a seat. So yesterday morning, I was letting my dog out, and I got a text from Trevor. He owns the Hive, if anyone doesn't know. And he said, hey, I need to fill a slot tomorrow. Can you talk about your journey, talk about Gather at the Green Room, and a little bit catch us up on the White Owl and introduce Iron and Ash, which is our new men's brand. And I immediately replied and said, dude, you know I would rather die than get up on stage. But I'm still alive, and here I am. So I'm actually glad that he asked because it gives us an opportunity to just kind of share our journey. And for me, my journey began with 6 years ago. I bought a business. I named it the White Owl. And the White Owl means new beginnings, which was perfect for me. And honestly, the name is very indicative of my own personal journey. But, and I feel like every day is a new beginning, so just embrace it. But anyway, so I've had the White Owl. Yes, I'm guilty of moving around a couple times, but each move has just moved me forward, and it's helped me to become a stronger businesswoman, just better all across the board. And sometimes they were really risky moves, but I look back and I wouldn't be here today if I didn't take them. So about 6 months ago in my location, I decided I wanted to add a men's brand and give it the same experience that we offer to our women, which is an exceptionally personal experience. We we will help people every step of the way if they want to be helped, if they don't want to be helped, if they just, need to come in and check things out, buy a gift, but we're there for them. And we always just want to know what the customer needs. So with that, I realized I could not brand a men's collection on the scale that I wanted to where I was. So I immediately called the building owner and building manager, Helene, who is here today. Thank you. And I said, hey, I want to open a men's store. What's available? And she, gave me a number. And so when I checked out the space, it was right across from the Welcome Center, a big, beautiful space. And I could tell there was no way I could fill it with just men's. And so lo and behold, I had to move the white out once again. And, but we didn't think twice. We were very excited about the move. The location was much better for us, being out on 6th Street. And honestly, we found out at 3 o'clock on a Wednesday that we could move. And I called my friend, and she called her 3 sons and her husband and the gentleman sitting in the back. And we just rallied. And by 8 o'clock, the entire store was moved in. And we closed for one day and opened for business on May 1st, Friday. So we've never looked back. We love our new space. But so that's still really new. And a lot of people are still just finding out that we even moved. And so this is a great way to actually share that we are still here. We are still serving the community. And we're super excited to see you. So fast forward, I was thinking of my logos for Iron and Ash. That is the men's line that we branded. And it has its own, it can stand on its own, with or without the white owl. So for all you guys there, we would love to see you come in. We are going to give you the absolute best treatment we can for you so that you walk in and you feel like, wow, this is great. We love this.
Not to interrupt, but just real quick, I have to just say thank you. We have a men's store in Grants Pass. Thank you.
You're welcome. And one of the things I would love from all of you gentlemen, if you just want to shoot us a tip on some brands that you love, again, we're here for you. It doesn't do us any well putting merchandise out that you don't come in and love and buy. So, but anyway, so that's Iron and Ash, and we're really proud of that. But standing across the street in the Welcome Center with my laptop, looking at my logos, trying to picture them on the windows, all I could see was this empty space 2 doors down. And I certainly didn't need another business. But I was thinking, how could something amazing there impact the businesses around it? Me. How could it impact the Lonely Pine and Rita's and, even the Black Moth, the tattoo shop here? And just the vibrancy, and as I stood there in the Welcome Center looking out the window, and there's just 4 lanes of traffic constantly going by, and I just could not stop thinking there's a huge opportunity sitting there. And so I think my journey is always about just ideas, opportunity, and collaboration, because honestly, these girls here, I couldn't do any of it without them. It does take a village. And they're amazing women, because my other thought is always that you're only as strong as your weakest link. So have good people around you. It's huge. And I'm really blessed in that area. But anyway, so with that, I'm standing at the Welcome Center talking with Patty, going off with all these ideas. And I said, oh my gosh, I know. I need to call Sonia. And so with that, I will introduce Sonia. She's the owner of Blooming Beauties Nursery. She's also my partner in the green room. Sonia.
There we go. It's not my first experience with a microphone, but it was like very little. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Yeah, I got a call on a random afternoon from Jen, and I'm sitting, I don't even know what I was doing, but she says, "Do you have a minute? I have a brilliant idea. Hear me out." I'm like, "Okay, I'm listening." Anyway, so she saw vision. She had a vision. She knew that I was seasonal at the place that I'm at. I'm only open there at the nursery from April to June and then October, November. And here's a dead space in between where I'm like, what do I do? I mean, I've got a couple other things going on, but I really miss the people and the customer service, and I just need to be busy all the time. So she tells me about her vision about creating a space with fresh flowers and plants, and shares with me the whole, I want to bring my home goods over there, and I think we should talk to the Lonely Pine, and we should open up that whole space. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. I didn't even hesitate, because I know that that's a niche that downtown needed. They needed something really lively, and it's different. It's very different than anything that we have down here. So I was on board from the beginning, and it happened very quickly. Within like 2 months, I think we had gotten approval on all this stuff, everything we needed, and we're open. And what a well-received space. We are blessed. The community has been amazing, showing up and giving us feedback, and all of the feedback so far has been like, this is just what our town needed. We feel like we can come in here and escape for a minute. We don't feel like we're in Grants Pass. We feel like we're like in San Diego or some cool, like urban, cool thing. And we wanted to create an experience for people. And with her vision, and both of us having established businesses already for years, I think what this is a fine example of is showing that people can really create something amazing. There's power in numbers. And collaboration is probably the best way to accomplish that. A lot of people, I think my point today is that if you can set egos, competition, anything, fears, insecurities, all of that aside, and just let it organically be a marriage of all your expertise, why don't more people do this? Because those things all get in the way. And if you just go in with an open heart and your expertise, and you create a beautiful space and communicate openly, it is really a way for people who have businesses already to expand and do more, because you can't take on a whole business. I could have never done it, opened another whole business when I already am running one, but I can do half or a third. So far it's been wonderfully received. There's a harmony in there. People feel it. They walk in and they're like, what a good vibe in here. And that's the only feedback I've gotten. And so we just hope that you guys, maybe we're lighting a spark. Maybe we're putting a spark out there for other people and encouraging them to do it. Dream it and do it. That's what I came up with. I was talking to Joe last night, and it just came out. I'm like, if you can dream it, you can do it. And you don't have to do it alone. You got to find the right people. And I think we've got pretty amazing people. I mean, Kim's our missing link. So when we're both running our other businesses, she's the go-between and fills us. So we have a couple days off to be home and reset. And it's a perfect blend that we've found. And so we hope you guys all get a chance to come in and enjoy it. But think about it. Think about what's your expertise? Do you wish you could do a little more? And then you'll find your people, or your people will find you. And you can do it. Just have the right attitude. And I think I'm happy. I'm really grateful, because now I have a place to be and a place to continue my business when in my off season, and it's just the missing piece of the puzzle I needed. So I'm grateful. Thank you, Jen, for picking me. and thinking of me. We're really grateful to have Kim. And I don't know what else I could say, except we're really excited to move forward. And we hope that you guys are encouraged to do the same thing and to think about, hey, who could I collaborate with? Because there really is power in numbers. So I think that's all.
I would like to introduce, Kim has been with me for almost 2 years now, and she works with me at the White Owl, and then she listened to me talk about opening a men's brand, and she was witness to the men coming in and shopping the very little bit that we had and desperately wanting more because they liked our style. And so Kim is going to speak a little bit from her perspective because she deals with the customers a lot and some of the feedback. But Kim has also transitioned, as Sonia said, with us to Gather. And she hears it and sees it all. So Kim, we'd love to hear your thoughts.
Absolutely. Well, I have to just first say thank you to both of you, because from where I come from Southern California, and when we moved here, my husband always said, don't say where you come from. But I've learned through my journey, I've been in Oregon for 3 years now, maybe 80% are transplants. So I am proud to say I'm from Southern California. I have a lot of business experience, but I have found two women that I admire so much, and they work together. Jen, again, has this beautiful vision, and she wastes no time. I've never seen anyone move so fast on an idea and make it happen. And I will tell you straight up, I was so happy I was in California visiting family when she moved from the old White Owl to the new one. But they made it happen within like less than 24 hours. And I came back and I was like, wow, holy moly. When she's there, she will light the fire and make it happen. And again, she has such a beautiful team. But with that being said, I have to tell you, we landed here in Grants Pass about 2 years ago, and I met Jen through one of her friends. And I was so fortunate to be able to have women support women and not be afraid to share their friendships. Because again, people unfortunately can be very conniving, very threatened. And to this day, I know these women, I adore these women, I support these women because they are good women, they have good hearts, and they want the best for this community. And again, this community has so much to offer. I call it the hidden gem. I don't want to get taken over, but there's so much opportunity that I see here, and it is getting amazing. Between Trevor, the Welcome Center, everything going on is nothing but beautiful growth and people working together, and I love that. And I tell people that all the time. But with that being said, what I love most is the summer times and then meeting people coming in and hearing their feedback. And when they come in, they just look like, wow, this is something. This is an experience. And I say, that's exactly what it's about. I want you to come in. I want you to enjoy. I want you to be greeted. I want you to feel comfortable. I don't want you to have any reservations. We are here to help you have conversations. I don't need to sell you anything. That's not what it's about for me. I'm fortunate enough to be able to work part-time. But with that being said, I want to support the women that I work for. So I will do anything to support them. And that is why I am here today. And I look at them and what they're doing, and I'm so proud of them. And again, I don't know if you know, but Gather at the Green Room, it's not just a business, and it's not just gather at the Green Room. There was a whole mission behind that, and it came to Jen. And what happened last night was about that mission. I don't know if any of you know, but we had a social last night, and it was from 6 to 8. And I came in a little bit later because I have a daughter that's going back to Connecticut tonight at 2 o'clock in the morning, finishing her senior year in college, but I made it a little late. But I walked into probably over 35 women talking, mingling. Women brought appetizers. It was just social. It wasn't about buying anything. It was just about community. And I took pictures of people that had just met, and they were just talking for like an hour, hour and a half. And that's what Gather is. It's the gathering of our community. And then the Green Room is just supporting and having positive energy going through there. So for me, like last night, watching that was amazing because that is what the concept was about. And it's happening. And with that being said, every single month we are going to be doing a social from 6 to 8. So follow Gather at the Green Room. We will have a QR code. It's being made right now. But also on top of that, we are building, and I keep saying everything is just getting better and better and better between these women. And so we also are going to have creative classes. So if anybody, your children, as long as they're 14, 15, aren't going to destroy the place. But, you know, creative classes, we're going to be having a tote that we're going to be painting sunflowers on. And then also moving forward, maybe Sunday, you know, Soulful Sundays. So it's all about community, experiencing together. And I don't know if now, it literally goes all the way through to the Lonely Pine. And that was the intent as well. So the Lonely Pine has a beautiful, relaxing room now. So you can go back, have meetings, whatever you want to do. So you don't have to be in the hustle and bustle of the one side. You can go and just relax. And Iron and Ash, you have to come in and take it in. It is beyond an experience. It is not like anything I've ever experienced. It's not a Macy's. It's not anything. It is very intentional when you walk in. We want the women to come in and enjoy themselves and the men to come in. And if you're not into the men's shopping thing and your wives do it for you, you can still come in and just sit down and enjoy the experience. So bottom line, I am beyond thrilled to work 3 days a week, 2 at the White Owl, Fridays at Gather at the Green Room, and I am so blessed to have met these women. So thank you. both.
Thank you, Kim.
And Julie, because I adore Julie.
And then Julie actually owns Rogue Valley CNC. So if you come into Gather at the Green Room, her and her husband designed for us an epic door. It's very similar to if you've read The Giving Tree, the tree that's on the cover. And they wanted to make that door amazing because they knew so many people would pass through that walkway off of 6th Street back to the Lonely Pines. So be sure and just check that door out and admire it. But their services are just incredible. Woodworking doors, signs, you name it, they can build it. You're welcome. But she's also a dear friend. But in fact, I just took her on my Las Vegas shopping trip for Iron and Ash and the White Owl, and she was really helpful. But she is up here today on behalf of the Lonely Pine because they're very busy. And she just wants to thank you guys and thank everyone and speak a little bit on behalf of the Lonely Pine. So Julie, take it away.
Yes, I was asked to fill in real quickly for the Lonely Pine, so here I am. But I have gotten to know Jen over the years just through her business, and she really has become one of my dearest friends. Love her to pieces. And to talk about being impressed with this woman is just, I could start to cry just because it is really, she just is the most impressive person, and her heart for this community and the people that she pours into her store is amazing. And yeah, she doesn't rest. You know, she'll talk about an idea and it's done within hours, or if not the next day for sure, it's just done. So, and just so impressively. But I am a huge customer of hers and of the Lonely Pine. So when she was telling me about this idea, I was like, yes, that is so great, because I get, you know, what the Lonely Pine has done is just impressive to these young people, and it's probably one of the most popular coffee shops in town now, and you can't find a place to sit half the time. So I was like, they need more space. So they have that more space, and I can come in and grab my coffee from them and then go shop in the store and then go sit and have my coffee out front on 6th Street is just, I think, super cool. So I'm so love all of these women and just so excited for what Jen has done. When you drive into town now, it's just like, what is happening here? There's all this stuff on the street and the plants, and so just super cool. If you haven't checked it out, check it all out.
Thank you. Thank you. So my closing words and bit of advice would be, sometimes you have to be willing to look at an empty space and say, I have an idea, hear me out.
And someone is spirited and fearless to go along with it. So.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I can also share how we came up with the name, Gather at the Green Room. I'm Gather, pretty much. I actually have a sign that's hung in my home for 10 years that says Gather. And then I had it at the old White Owl. But anyway, so Gather, you know, I think it speaks for itself. We gather people, ideas, connections, community. And then Sonia, owning a nursery, it just fits so seamlessly because One, the green room makes sense. She brings this space to life because that's what plants do. But she also has a theater background, so it was a double win for her. So we just love the name, and together we're Gather at the Green Room. And then Iron and Ash was also an intentional name. It means incredible strength and transformation. So we just love being here and growing within this community and the support and just how receiving everyone is. And so thank you.
Come visit.
All right, we're going to open up for questions. Also on the screen are QR codes for all of the different participants, if you will. So Gather at the Green Room is on the left there, and then there's White Owl, Blooming Beauties, and Iron and Ash. So if you might not be able to grab it from where you're sitting. If you can't, we'll leave it up for you. And so yeah, questions.
This is on, thanks. So I can't tell you how many times I've walked into either consignment shops or clothing boutiques in the area where there's just this tiny little dinky men's section. And I'm kind of a frilly fashion guy, so I just wanted to say how much I appreciate you thinking about my demographic. I think it's really forward, and anytime I see somebody paying attention to that, it's stand out to me. So I definitely want to come check out the shop.
Yes, thank you.
So I do want to say, Jen, I haven't had the opportunity to spend as much time with y'all ladies, but Jen, you're amazing. I think everybody already has said that, so I'm kind of saying something that everybody knows. I also want to echo what was just said. I appreciate having men's fashion sense here as well. Normally, whenever I travel, that's when I get my clothes. So, it's great having something local, great spot for gifts as well. So if you haven't stepped into any of these establishments, please do, because there's something for everybody. A lot of our anniversary friends experiencing anniversaries and other things, events, been able to get things. Also, the magnesium cream, so they've got some natural remedies and things like that, really good. Just want to say, great job. I did not know the extent of your story, so appreciate you sharing that here.
Thanks, Joel.
Well, thank you so much for your courage, first of all, to be up there. I know how hard that is and uncomfortable, so thank you. What a wonderful presentation.
You're welcome.
Two questions really quick. One with Gather, is it a space that could also be used, rented out for events as well, or is it a place that you just kind of come and gather as a community?
Do you want to take that? Or you want me? Yeah. As of this moment, it is a space to come together, explore, relax, unwind, almost the foyer to the coffee shop, if you will. And we wanted to create a beautiful space for people to just walk in, take a deep breath, relax, have their shoulders just relax. And that is some of the feedback that we've gotten. However, we've also had so many people asking to utilize some of the space for meetings. We will be doing workshops. Sonia's going to do some workshops. She's kind of the workshop queen. And we are doing a Tuesday gather around the table, one Tuesday a month, where that's mostly for women to just get together. And we do have a painting class coming up. But we're only in this space since July 15th. And so it's all so new, and we absolutely welcome ideas. We're new, so we're just kind of figuring out and carving our own path right now. And, the newness of sometimes, you have independent business owners, and now there is a marriage here. So, we're figuring out all of it together right now. But we would love ideas.
Well, and we're staffing it just with us. So, you know, when you start adding more public events and things, you have to think about who's going to be there to handle it. And with everything else going on, we're just not taking off more than we can chew, biting off more than we can chew right now. Yeah. But it's definitely open to discussion and expansion later. But right now, we're just kind of adding one thing at a time.
Love it. And then the only other question would be for Iron Nash, which sounds so awesome and needed. And thank you. And are you carrying natural fibers in there for men, or is that something you're considering doing?
Absolutely. In fact, I've made that big, I guess about a year ago, we started to really make an enormous shift with the women's clothing and the men's for more sustainable fabrics and cottons, linens, and that's mainly because it's a demand. So we want to meet that demand. I mean, we have some men's boxer shorts that are bamboo because that was the request. And again, we just want to bring you, you know, what you're looking for so you don't have to shop when you're out of town. So before you go out of town and decide you're going to hop in somewhere and buy that shirt, you know, maybe you'll come to Iron and Ash and find something.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else? Hi, ladies. I just want to thank you for bringing this to this building. This building needs that too, you know, that empty corner, and you've just filled it so beautifully with such a wonderful thing you're doing for the community. And last night was amazing. They had a women's gathering there just off the cuff, and people brought food, and it was just a beautiful thing. I met so many new women there, and we all have the same outlook on things. And so to be in a place that is comfortable, that is also very relaxing, you know, with the plants in there and everything, that gave us the space to talk and be personal, and also to exchange personal things and not feel like you're in a crowd like this and people are hearing you talk about private things, you know. It's just a wonderful, I really encourage everyone here on your way out to go stop back downstairs and take a look at what they got going, because it is amazing. And so,
I have to open first. So give me like 5 minutes to get everything opened up.
Details, that's just a detail. The line will be long.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks, Joe.
thank you guys so much for bringing that here. I know you each have your own specialty thing you're bringing, which makes this whole endeavor beautiful and wonderful, and I can't wait to see where it grows. So thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Well, if we don't have any other questions from the audience, we have one question left for you. What can we as a community do for you?
I just hope that you guys all get a chance to come in and experience, and give us your feedback. We want it. We want your honest feedback, because we want that space to be as welcoming for anybody and everybody that comes in there, any way that we can make it that way. Yeah, really, that's, you know, and encourage you guys. If you have a thought in your head and you're like, oh, I could do this, but I can't do it without that, find that person. That's my biggest thing in my brain today, is I want to encourage you guys, because I'm so grateful, like, to have that space, and I could not do it alone. I couldn't even do it, you know, I could do it half, but doing it in 3 parts is even better. Takes so much pressure off and just lets you enjoy what you do. So that's my word of advice today, and what you guys can do for me and for us is to use us as an example, to not be afraid to light that fire or go to somebody else and say, hey, let's collab, because really there is power in numbers. And then you can relax a little bit and not have the whole load on you. So that's what you guys can do, is just come and, maybe go to somebody and say, hey, these people did it, why can't we? So give back. That's a way of giving back to the community.
And personally, I see a lot of faces that I haven't met yet, so I look forward to seeing you in both, in the White Owl, Iron and Ash, and the third Gather at the Green Room. So come visit us.
Thank you.
All right. Well, I just wanted to say I have mugs for both of you, and I'm sorry I don't have them with me right now, but I will bring them right to you. Yeah. It's, Kim's not here. I'm running the whole thing by myself, and I'm just barely keeping it together. And thank you, Alicia, for helping with the mics, and Brennan for helping with the live stream. He's killing it back there. So anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing that energy to this building. And, this is a special building. And we've been blessed to have this space right in the heart of downtown, to be able to create things that didn't exist here before. And so we're going to keep doing that. And, every time one of us has an idea, we sit down and we say, how can we do this? Or what would this be like? And brainstorm and have fun with it. And so I'm just a huge fan. And like I said, so Sonia and I met 25, 26 years, 28 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago. We did theater together. We were roommates at one point together. Just a lot of history here. And so it's so wonderful to have you in the building as well. You ladies are amazing. Jen actually, sorry. Your business is...
Rogue Valley CNC.
Thank you, Rogue Valley CNC. Oh my gosh, that was a brain fart moment. So Rogue Valley CNC did these amazing placards for the Rogue Leadership Training Experience. And if I have mine in my office downstairs, and it was like, I went to Julie and I was like, hey, I've got this crazy idea. Could you do it? And she's like, well, we haven't done that before, but yeah, we could do that. Let's try it. So we worked together, came up with a design that I think is just amazing, and everybody's loving those. So thank you very much. Yeah, appreciate you. So anyways, just amazing. And the power that's up here on the stage is incredible. It's inspiring. I love what you're putting together. I'm just hoping to find more ways to support it and bring attention to it. So thank you for stepping up today, because
I'm still alive.
yeah, you did it. You did it. Honestly, it's the only way to get Jen up here, because if you give her too much time to think about it, she's like, nope.
Yeah, no.
So thank you all. Thanks for being here. Again, here are those QR codes. I'm also going to, I'll go back and forth between these two, but I would love for you to also scan the 1MC code, which I'll put up here in just a minute, because we need you all to do that too. If you can do that right before you leave, I'll put it up right away when I get off the stage. And if you scan that would help us out a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll see you all again next week, Wednesday from 9:30 to 10:30. Have a great week.
Keep me rocking at the same time. When we get high, till my
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, all arounds and in-betweenies, how we doing, everybody? Can y'all hear me? Nice, y'all can hear me all right? I know there's a lot of momentum from the last thing, but I just want to let y'all know that the Medicine Show Revival is happening. We've got a presentation at 11 o'clock, starting here with Dr. Andrew Mills. Sorry about that.
Hey, real quick, everybody, I just want to get your attention up at the front real quick because I forgot to mention this, and it is a great opportunity that I would hope that you don't miss just because we missed it because I missed it. So, Banjo, go ahead.
Yeah, no worries. So, how do you do, everybody? We are in the midst of a 9-day celebration for community resilience. That's our nonprofit that's putting it on. It's the Medicine Show Revival. Anyways, every day is a different color, a different theme. Today specifically is green, and the theme is love, connection, and community. So we've got a series of workshops, discussions, and even entertainment and a potluck this evening. Not happening. The potluck isn't happening here, anyways. But until 4 o'clock, we're thanks to the Hive, thanks to Trevor, we're taking over this space with a number of workshops and discussions. Andrew Mills is going to be leading the discussion with his series, Embrace the Mess, You Are Not Alone, right? Talking about isolation. So ladies and gentlemen, all arounds and in-betweenies, I hope you decide to stick around. We got a lot of really, really good medicine.
And we're kicking off that first workshop at 11 a.m. So in about 17 minutes, we're going to kick off the first workshop. You're all invited. It's free to attend. So don't go anywhere if you have the opportunity to stick around and participate.
And right after that is Wendy Minty at noon.
Oh, yeah, Wendy. Wendy's in the house, yes, from the chamber.